Welcome to the Double Coverage Playbook Podcast. Two women giving you the playbook on sports and relationships. We are your hosts. I'm Jamie.
And this is Felicia. We have a very special return guest on with us tonight. We're super excited. I don't know about you, Jamie, but I am.
Absolutely.
Our Auburn family sports
War
writer.
Eagle.
Sports writer for the pregame show, Well Off Forever, and Denver Buffs, Mr. P. Dukes. How you doing, Dukes?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes. How you been?
Yes.
I've been good, man. Blessed. Just taking everything in one day at a time and just working. That's it.
Cool. Well, let me ask you one thing before we get started. How do you feel about Bama not being in the playoffs? Ooh,
Feel no kind of way about it. Like, for real,
Me
like,
either.
they crying, all that.
Oh, they whining.
Oh, my goodness,
Yeah.
man. I had a Bama fan troll me today, man, and on Twitter. They're like, ain't you the one who said Auburn was going to have this top class? And I'm like, bro, like, are you really that hurt? Like, but now, I'm working kind of, I got a little more leeway now, so I'm trolling people back. So I went and found a picture of him on Facebook. And I was like, bro, I know your little funny ass ain't talking. And he blocked me, man. So that was my little Bama troll for the day. But now, man, like, I just think, like, even when it comes to that, like, don't leave it to the committee, right? Like, if Bama beats Vanderbilt, then they win. And forget Vanderbilt, they beat Oklahoma, right?
Right.
They had their opportunities to make sure that they weren't in that position. And so, Auburn can't say, Auburn's not running around here crying about, oh, well, we want the 5-win bowl. Nah, bro, like, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Like, sit home, right now. So after Bama plays that bowl game, they'll be sitting right next to the Auburn fans, and we'll, pass the beef jerky or whatever they eat down there, and that'll be that.
Absolutely. I had to go ahead and get that out the way right quick. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll do tonight's topic, which is the college football awards are this week. So most of the awards will be presented on Thursday night, ESPN, I think at 9:00, and then followed by the Heisman Trophy presentation for Saturday. Okay. So a lot of good conversation around all the awards right now. Travis Hunter is leading the way, I think, with all the nominations in several categories. He has got a good chance to really make history this week. Like, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but if he wins the Defensive Player of the Year and the Biletnikoff, wouldn't he be like the first athlete to win on both sides of the ball? I don't think that's ever been done.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm super excited to see if he actually can pull both of those off. So let's play a little game. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
All right. So it's called Who's Winning and Why? And we're just going to go down some of the awards and just chat about it and see where it goes. All right. So we're going to start with defense. Jamie, can you hit us with the very first award?
Absolutely. It is the Defensive Player of the Year award, which is the Chuck Bednarik Award. We have Travis Hunter, Colorado, Abdul Carter, Penn State, Caleb Downs, Ohio State. Who are you choosing?
Yeah.
So my answer is gonna be Travis Hunter for most of them, because I just feel like
I'm right there with you.
Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate then.
I love Abdul Carter and what he's doing, his athleticism off the edge. He can stand up, he can cover in space. He does a lot of good things. I think Caleb Downs probably next year, probably will be the most utilized force on defense in college football.
For sure.
But he's playing with a ton of talent. I don't think that Colorado, Travis Hunter, what he's doing in Colorado, first of all, playing half of his snaps on offense is going to set him apart. Secondly, he doesn't have the overall talent level of the defense that Caleb Downs has at Ohio State, or when he was at Bama. Like that, both of those defenses are full of 4 and 5 stars. And not to take anything away from Colorado's defense as a whole, but when you look at the roster top to bottom, you're not going to see that type of blue chip talent on Colorado's defense. So the fact that he's able to do what he's done, the amount of being able to, when you look at the stats that he's putting up, not being targeted, where they're saying, we don't have to throw at you, but when they do, he makes them pay every time. I think he only gave up 1 touchdown this year on maybe 43 targets, if I'm not mistaken. So Travis is just doing his thing. So I just think it's one of those years. Like it's like when somebody has that really, really hot song at the Grammys, they sweep everything associated with it. So I think, man, Travis got that banger this year. You feel me?
Yeah. Travis is more of an asset for sure to Colorado than Caleb is to Ohio State. So absolutely.
Well, wait a minute now, y'all. Now, like the last defensive back to win this award was Minkah Fitzpatrick. So I don't know. I think last year a linebacker won it. So
well, I think in this category, we'll see.
We'll see, man. I just think like pretty much almost every award associated with him. I think so. You can almost guess what I'm gonna say. If you got Travis Hunter name attached to it, I'm probably going that way. But and I'll let you guys prove me wrong.
Well, my answer is the same as yours so far. So.
My answer is I'm undecided. I don't know because I feel like
no.
You can't do that. You gotta choose.
Okay, I gotta choose
at least one.
Let me look on my little paper. I do have Star next to Travis Hunter though.
Okay then.
I just feel like if he does win it, it's because he got snubbed for the other one, and we'll bring that one up next. So I feel like you can't. If you're not going to give him this one, then he has to get that one.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Perfect sense.
All right. All right. So then we'll just go ahead and go to the next defensive one. Jim Thorpe Award. Best defensive back for the year. So finalists for that are, how do you say this guy's name? Jahdae Barron and Caleb Downs and Malachi Starks. So your boy got snubbed for it, right?
Yeah.
Didn't quite make it.
Yeah, but I think even if he was in there, like as far as best defensive back stats wise, probably gonna go with Barron out of Texas. He has a forced fumble this year, 5 interceptions. When and the way they utilize him, he's like they play him a little bit at safety. He plays corner, plays slot corner. He's playing all around that defense. He's more of a weapon than he is just a cornerback. And I just think how his versatility and his production on that team is why I think he'll win it. No disrespect to Caleb, no disrespect to Malachi Starks. I think Malachi Starks had a slow start to the year. Didn't look great against Alabama this year, but he continued to chip away at it. He's going to be one of the top defensive backs picked this year. He has a lot of high-end traits, but I think when it comes down to it, I think Barron probably has had the most explosive year in the secondary, and I think he'll take the Thorpe home.
Really? Okay, I had a little star next to Caleb Downs. I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Oh, we all chose someone different.
Really?
I went with Malachi.
Okay. Yeah, I chose Caleb. I mean, didn't he have more tackles than Barron?
Yeah, but I think
punt return, touchdown, 79 yards.
Yeah, but we're talking about playing defensive back. Like the tackles is one thing, but basically, like if you got a whole lot of tackles, either somebody ain't doing their job in front of you, or somebody caught a ball on you. So
gotcha.
Now, let me say this: as a safety, the tackles do mean a lot. So let me take that back, because as a safety, I'd rather have a safety with a lot of tackles than a corner with a lot of tackles. Yeah, a corner with a lot of tackles, that means you're getting balls caught on you, because at the end of the day, somebody got to make the tackle. But at safety, I don't think people try him a lot, and I would say he has more tackles, but I just think the impact that Barron has made as far as being in coverage and coming up and supporting the run game, I just think he has the best blend. All right, why you think Malachi?
Well, he came into Georgia as an All-American 5-star safety. And I think in the end, he will be either in the top 10 or 15. So that's mine.
I mean, Malachi had a lot of tackles too. Yeah. 14 defensive stops, couple of pass breakups, QB hurries. I don't know how important that is. What's the deal with a QB hurry? What's so important about a quarterback hurry?
That's the quarterback pressure, where you pressure them into making a hurried throw where they don't complete it. Where they're off target because of the pressure that you put on them. So it's like a sack without actually sacking them, where you don't get the yardage, but you had the same effect. So your hurries definitely impact the game. So I think you can't go wrong with any of the finalists. I think they're all really 3 game-changing type guys that any team. And I think the way you measure a guy especially is, can he play on any team in the country? And I think if any one of those guys transfers to any school, excuse me, They're the type of guys you got to make. Thank you. They're the type of guys that you got to make a place for. So absolutely, I think. I think 3 good finalists who all had great production.
Okay,
Facts.
sounds good. All right, then we're gonna switch it right on over to offense. All right, you want to take that one, Jamie?
I'll take it. The Davy O'Brien National Quarterback Award, Best Quarterback. So we have Dylan Gabriel, Oregon, Shador Sanders, Colorado, or Cam Ward, Miami. Come on now.
I think it's between Cam and Shador.
Shador.
I would lean Shador just based off of the cast that he has around him, how he uplifted that cast, right? I venture to say he's been most sacked out of those 3. A lot of people say he holds on to the ball too long, but when you look at it shows me toughness. Even in the face of adversity, when he's got people breathing down his neck, he's staying in the pocket until the last possible second in order to try to look down the field. He's not running around all crazy. Now, I do want to say something about Cam Ward. The way how sometimes he just walks around in the pocket, I think that's kind of crazy and pretty cool. But I think for this award, so Shador didn't make it to the Heisman finalists this year. So I think that he won the Johnny Unitas Award already. So I think
he has.
Yep, I think he'll sweep the quarterback awards this year because right now we talk about what the NFL is saying. He's the presumptive number 1 pick. So I'll go with Shador in a close race with Cam Ward.
How many passing yards did Cam Ward have?
I don't know, man. Let's look it up quick.
Like over 3,000 or so?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely more than that.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll look that up.
I'm clocking 3,774. Okay. But I might be wrong.
4,123.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. What about Shador? Because I don't know much of his stats. So
Shador had 3,926.
Okay.
Yeah, 35 touchdowns, 8 picks. Cam Ward had 36 touchdowns, 7 picks.
Okay.
Yep. So if you go stats alone, probably completion percentage, I think Shador's a little higher. Dylan Gabriel got crazy stats too.
That's what I was going to. I mean, I think that was my pick.
Really?
I did pick Dylan.
You can't go wrong with that either because Dylan Gabriel, he's the only one that's still playing of the 3.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's why I picked him.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with that.
All right. Let's see. We'll move on to my favorite thing to say, Biletnikoff Award, Outstanding Receiver for the season. All right. Finalist, Travis Hunter, Colorado. And I cannot pronounce this guy's name. Tetaroa McMillan. That's the best I can do. Oh, T-Mac.
I always go with
Somebody
T-Mac.
should have said that then. T-Mac, Arizona. And Nick Nash, San Jose State. So who you got, Dukes? Oh, we already know who you got.
Yeah, I know what I got. You see that TH on there? That's what I'm going with.
Well, wait a minute now. So in my studies today, though, it said that Nick Nash was a Triple Crown wide receiver. So that doesn't get you anywhere.
I mean, ain't nobody seen him. And these rewards about the
because he's in San Jose.
I ain't telling him to go there. Coach Prime said he went hard to find. He should have hit Coach Prime. You know what I mean? He had 84. Let me see. So T-Mac had 84 catches, 1,300 yards. Let me see what my boy Nick Nash had.
8 touchdowns.
Yep. What Nick Nash? My boy Nick Nash. 104 receptions, 1,382 yards, 16 touchdowns.
See?
And then, but what they're gonna do is they basically gonna break that down a level of competition, right? So, but and they play good competition because I believe he's in the same conference as Ashton Jeanty. So
Mountain.
Yeah. We don't know him. Like nobody could tell me.
Dang,
if he's like
that's tough.
Not one person could tell me what he looks like. I don't.
And that's true. I didn't know who he was either. But then when I read that he was Triple Crown, I was like, well, shoot, that's a shoe win. How you don't win?
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel bad for him. That's tough.
Yeah, man, it's tough, man. It's tough to win in those small schools, man. You really, I mean, you got to look at what Ashton has to do in order to win. Now, if it was Travis Hunter this year, then he probably would have won. But you got to have not just a good season. You got to have an all-time record-breaking season in order to, you got to be this far away from your competition to win from a group of 5 school. And I just think it sucks. But man, shout out to Nick Nash to even be a finalist for the Biletnikoff from that school. I mean, that's hard to do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's true. Okay, so we got Travis Hunter winning again, taking a sweep. All right, so then let's go to the Doak. I guess I'm saying that right.
Yeah,
Walker
Doak.
Award. Doak. Okay, thank you. Somebody help me. Doak. Walker Award, Premier Running Back Award. So finalists are Omarion Hampton, North Carolina, Ashton Genty, Boise State, and Caleb Johnson, Iowa. So you said Omarion was balling?
Yeah. Omarion was, he had a great year. He had a great year at North Carolina. Great back. He'll play on Sundays, but you got to give it to Ashton Genty. I think he's number 5 all time on the all-time list this year. So he's among greats. Number 1 was Barry Sanders, and it don't get no better than that. So even to be among that rarefied air, it says a lot. So yeah, you got to give it to Ashton, man. He has more yards after contact. I think his yards after contact is good for like 6th in the nation. Like, it's crazy.
Okay, well then how about your boy Cam? What is it? Cam Scatterbo said he the best running back in the country.
Me
Gave
too.
the Heisman pose and everything.
Me too, man. Hey, go look at my Instagram. I was out there training with my son today. Showing him, I said I'm trying out for 45 U football. So I feel the same way, but that don't make it true.
Right, because I'm like 30 wasn't even a finalist. So how you gonna say something like that? That was really funny to me. Hilarious.
Yeah, I think he kind of said it tongue in cheek a little bit, but at the same time, man, shout out to Scatterboo, man. Great story, man. And got a little Peyton Hillis in him. I like it, man. Tough guy. And Arizona State is basically having like a fairy tale season. So shout out to them.
They are very much so. Crazy. Sure. Okay, so yeah, Ashton Genty should win that.
I agree with
that. A no-brainer. Okay, so next, Jamie.
All right, so individual awards.
Yeah.
So the Maxwell Award, which is the Collegiate Player of the Year. So Ashton Genty, Boise State, Travis Hunter, Colorado, and Dylan Gabriel, Oregon. Who you going with?
They don't get at the Ashton because you got to give him something, right?
He needs
something. You got to give him something, man. So I think that's going to be important for him to get that award. So, because I just don't see a world where he wins the Heisman.
No, he's not going to win that.
Not going to win.
So I get at the Ashton. I think he deserves he's going to get the Doak Walker, and I think that's a toss up between him and Dylan. I'm gonna just go side with Ashton because he really is having that type of year. And shout out to Dylan Gabriel. Like, there's got to be one in there somewhere for him. Something.
That's what I'm saying. Dylan got to win something now, y'all. Maybe he'll win.
Matter of fact,
how about that one?
Yeah.
We're gonna give him that one, right?
We're gonna give him that one. You know what I'm saying? Dylan got to do something because goodness, I mean, his team is what was it 13-0?
Yeah.
He can't not.
He showed
nothing.
up. So
we'll give him that. DG, that's all you, baby boy. So
I mean, the last person to win that one was Michael Penix. So at least that was a quarterback. Yeah. So this is perfect. We'll just give it to Dylan Gabriel. Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, next, Jamie.
So the Walter Camp Award, Player of the Year, Ashton Genty, Boise State, Travis Hunter, Colorado, or Cam Ward, Miami.
And I got to do a timeout real quick. I got to be me right fast. Okay, so first of all, we need to talk to these people because these awards are like the same.
I was kind of confused
I don't understand why they do that. Walter Camp, Player of the Year. Maxwell, Collegiate Player of the Year.
We got to go read them definitions because they
we got to figure that out, right?
I was getting ready to ask you
that exemplifies.
Right. Or who votes for it or whatever. It's like the Writers Association. Or the fans do this one and this one. I'm like, okay, we got 6 awards that mean the same damn thing.
Cam Ward. Yeah, this one.
Give it to Cam Ward. Okay.
It's like the same. All of these are like best song, but one of them like BET Awards. The one of them like the Grammys.
Right, the Grammys, right?
The American musical.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't think Cam gonna get.
Which one is most prestige out of the two?
Probably
the Maxwell Award or the Walter Camp.
I mean, one of them like iHeart Awards, one of them like BET. Yeah, man.
I don't know which one is the best, but
I chose Trav, so
I know I did too.
Man, Trav ain't tripping. He already got the Heisman, man. He said, "Let everybody."
Yeah, he got the Heisman.
But now here's the thing. Check it out, because see, I want him to match with Wood, right? So Wood won Heisman 97. Wood won Walter Camp, Chuck Bednarik or Nemednarik or whatever it is, and the damn Jim Thorpe. So we know he's not gonna win that one. We can replace that one with the Bolitnikov. So I want him to get 4 like Wood did. I want him to,
I feel like he would.
I want to see if that's gonna go down.
Yeah, we'll see.
We shall see. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so which one did we do? Oh, okay, and then we got the last one. I just threw this in here because I wanted to just put some more of Travis Hunter stuff in there. The Paul Hornung Award. Most versatile. Oh, okay. Is that how you say it? Help, please.
Yeah, that's 1,000 Travis Hunter.
Yeah. If I had to create,
I say it repeat.
Listen, if I had to create a college football award, it would be how do you pronounce all these damn awards? Whoever know how to pronounce them all correctly get a damn award. Because this is
phonics award.
Right. Straight up phonics, because I'm blowing it right now.
Nah, but yeah, so only reason I know because I be hearing it
all the time. Say it again.
Only reason I know because I be hearing it all the time.
No, how do you pronounce it again, Paul? What?
Horning, like
Horning. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's Isaac Brown, Louisville. Travis Hunter, of course, Colorado, and I think he won it last year. And Tyler Warren, Penn State. Most versatile. So that's obvious. Travis Hunter. He should win that again.
Absolutely.
Swiss Army knife. Yeah.
Right. For sure.
So shit. That's a total. If he really take it home, that's like 1,
4, right?
2, 3. He can win like
probably 5. Yeah.
Easy. Yeah. The only one he wasn't in is the quarterback one in Jim Thorpe.
He deserves all of them. Well deserved.
Let me check this. I'm checking to see.
I want to know, anybody want to answer the question, who is the college athlete that's won the most college football awards ever?
Man, what a question.
I think Tim Tebow might be one of them.
That's a good one. Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe OJ Simpson, something like that.
No.
OJ was the juice, man.
The juice.
The juice,
OJ was that guy. RP OJ.
Really?
Man.
He was.
I'm finna look OJ up.
That's man, but probably somebody like Jim Thorpe, Jim Brown probably won a lot of them.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, Jim Brown probably won a lot of them. What's my man name? Dang.
I mean, Wood is up there too. Wood won.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Paul Horning. Like some of these, like probably would have won them, but they were named after him.
True. That is true. All right. So the last one. Dun-dun-dun. The Heisman Trophy. All right. Finalists. And they announced them tonight. Travis, Ashton Genty, Campbell, Dylan Gabriel. Y'all gonna be mad if Dylan Gabriel win that shit. Y'all gonna be pissed.
I saw somebody
earlier today. Man, you remember that game Rampage? How like people was knocking down the buildings? That's exactly what's gonna happen in New York. That man don't win.
I agree.
Yeah, you better. What? Okay.
That's gonna be funny.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a protest out there.
So Travis with a clean sweep all the damn awards. He need to bring a truck
for sure.
Get all his stuff between Thursday and Saturday. That's funny. Yeah. Where are the college football awards being held on Thursday? Of course, we know Heisman is in New York, but I'm curious how far Mr. Hunter is going to have to travel between all the ones he going to win on Thursday and then have to go to New York on Saturday. Just to collect that one. He going to need
a luggage just for that.
Just to collect that last one.
Yeah. Nah, you're right. He is. Let me look that up right quick. Let me see.
Yeah.
Some of this in Bristol, Connecticut, ESPN.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty lame. Yeah, shout out to Bristol, Connecticut.
Very lame.
Gonna be like, what we gonna do while we out here? Absolutely nothing.
Yep, all of this. Right. Yep, sure is. Wow. All of those will be in ESPN.
They need to host that in Atlanta.
Man, it'd be too lit.
Oh, that would be crazy though. Yeah.
Yeah, man, bro. Can you imagine all the women out here like, oh, that's where they gonna be at?
Right.
Yeah.
They'll be posted there.
Man, them college kids got NIL, but Magic City be lit that night.
No, Atlanta's the wrong place.
No, it'd be perfect. Not Bristol, Connecticut. It's
trying to help their
cold.
county.
We need all the award ceremonies,
Support single moms.
basically. All right. Question for Dukes. If you could create your own college football award, what would it recognize and why?
Man, if I could create my own college football award, it would probably be the Rudy Award. You remember the movie Rudy? Like somebody
Yeah.
who like don't get the credit for being like all that, but like held the team together, like who's like the best, like the best unsung hero or the best unlikely hero. I probably go with something like that. I always like rooted for the underdog, so
That's dope.
I'll go with something like that. I really just came up at the top of my head.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
The Rudy Award. We're gonna implement that ourselves.
That would sound
next
dope
season.
anyway.
For sure. The Rudy. Who won the Rudy?
Right. Cam
Right.
Scatterbo.
Yep. Trav.
No.
That'll be his
He
number
is the
6.
hero.
Yeah,
No.
No, for sure.
Okay. All right. So since this is still a sports and relationship podcast, we try to slide some in there. All right. So give us one word to describe your newfound relationship with Coach Prime.
Brotherhood.
One word. That's it. Brotherhood.
Yeah, I go with brotherhood, man. Cause you said relationship, so I want folks to make sure they know, like, hey, it's a brotherhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, nah, he's like a big brother, man. Like just the way he kind of saw my work, stood behind it, was willing like to go to bat for me at times at a rough time. Actually provided some avenues for me to make some money. Showed me some game as far as the independent game. It was like, bro, like you talented, like you could do it on your own. And challenged me to try it before I took. He was like, bro, I know you got contracts coming. I know because I talked to these people. He was like, but I'm challenging you to go out and eat go ahead and eat what you killed for a little while, just see how that goes. And he put me in some positions where it was like, and he gave me some great mentorship, like one-on-one. Last time I went to Colorado, man, he down there spent the day with me, just like this is what I see for you. This is what people are saying about you. This is what I think you should be. Now you tell me what you want to be. I told him my ideas. He was like, bro, you already doing it. Like you don't need validation from anybody. He said what you need to do is go to work and charge them double on the back end. And said, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I would say brotherhood. Like even with the situation that happened on 3, like he even went out. He was like it's funny because so for those that don't know, I was working for On 3. On 3 released me like in the middle of like towards the end of the season. Deion just went nuts. He was like, bro, I know they ain't release you like that. And he went on Twitter right then and was like, hey, he went on Twitter right then and was like, hey man, y'all need to pick him up. On 3, what's going on? And I'm sitting there like, bro, they still owe me the rest of my contract, bro. Like, you can't do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And, that's what I'm thinking in my head. And talking to coach, and then I talked to him about like, man, I don't know if they're gonna pay me. And he was just like, man, they gonna pay you, bro. He was like, but what he was saying was, that's my bad, but my big brother gene got activated. So that's why I said brotherhood, because he saw me as somebody like a little brother because of the work that I was doing. I looked like the culture, not in that field where I am, where I was like a college football recruiter, and a lot of people who look like me or talk like me or have like the type of personality that I have. So being for the one person who was an outlier, he was like, bro, that ain't right. But On 3 just did what was best for them. I ain't never tripped. Like they did what was best for them. I may not fit that demographic like as well as some other people, right? So but it gave me a platform. I was able to build a following. Colorado was like, I got like 3 jobs in Colorado in like within a week.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, for sure, man. That fan base is so crazy. Now, even with the paid jobs that I have now, I'm still like, I don't have to take everyone that come to the table because I've been able to establish myself so quickly. So I would say that brotherhood just was really special for somebody to, first of all, I'd be forgetting the man famous. You know what I mean? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, I really be wearing his shoes, but it's like my partner. You know what I mean? Like,
so you go in his office.
Y'all are wearing each other's shoes.
Man, you know what? I went in his office and man, I tried to get some shoes. And he was like, you can put them down. What size of these coat size? Put them down. Like it was just like going to talk to a brother, right? Put them down. So Coach Prime, cool, man. utmost respect for him, and just for what he did for our community, he does for our community as a whole. Like when you go out there, you see that program behind the scenes, man. It looks like us, man. I just don't think there's another Power 4 environment that looks like that. So definitely grateful for the brotherhood that he showed.
Oh wow, that's a really good word.
Yay.
That's good.
Well, you actually answered my question that I had, so thank you for that. But I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna revert back about the On3 situation and your relationship with Prime. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna revert back to the Auburn Tigers. And I want to know, what is your outlook on the Auburn football program as well as head coach Hugh Freeze in 2025?
No, I mean, long they get a quarterback, they're gonna be fine. No disrespect to the quarterbacks that played this year, but you're gonna need more consistent and higher level quarterback play to be successful in this league. Defense, I feel like did their thing this year. Like defense actually played pretty well. They played well enough to win 8-9 games at least. I didn't see there weren't a lot of games where they were just 1,000% overmatched. But when you turn the ball over, I mean, they had a string of games where they turned the ball over like 3 or more times in like 3 or 4 straight games. You just can't do that and expect to win in the conference like that. And you do it in out of conference wins. Like Cal should have been a win, So you can't look like Vandy should have been a win. Like if you had more competent quarterback playing, you scored the football instead of turning it over. It was just one of them years like you couldn't get the field goal kicking together. You got one of the best.
Nobody can.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things, and that had been a staple of Auburn. Like it previously, like we talk about the Carlson brothers,
the brothers.
Then you talk about McPherson, whose brother is killing it in the NFL now. He has this illness this year. Nobody saw coming, and you have some put you in some tough positions. So I think if Auburn can do their thing in the portal, which I think they're going after some top quarterbacks in the portal, I'm pretty sure of it. They'll be fine next year. I think you reload on defense. You had a really good signing class. You played a lot of freshmen this year. When you talk about the freshmen that played, Caleb Harris, Jay Crawford, who played a hellified cornerback position this year, DeMarcus Riddick, Malik Blockton, Cam Coleman, Malcolm Simmons. You go down the list, you had a lot of young guys that played, probably about 10 guys that had significant roles who were true freshmen. So you have some optimism when you think about raising the level of talent from where it was when Brian Harsin was there. So the overall level of talent is starting to reach back where it was when Auburn could just wake up and win 8-9 games. Now we missed them 8-9 games.
We do.
You wish it was all Gus will never win the big one. But hell, even the season, the COVID season where he went 6-4 when he was fired, in a regular season, you play 2 cupcakes outside of that 64, and that was an 8-win season. So I mean, now you wish for him, but I think and sometimes in order to get to the top, you got to tear it down and rebuild. I just hope this is the last year of rebuilding. Like I
agree.
My son done flipped to a Georgia fan. Like man.
I was gonna ask you about that because I was gonna say I see your Georgia Bulldogs seated number 2, right? But
my son.
I was like, when did you turn to a Georgia fan? I was like, I don't know, but
when did that happen?
Man, you know what? So I mentor 2 kids that I mentor 3 kids who play on the team. One of them was like really, really good. He's getting ready for the league, but he calls Cam and they got their own little relationship. So, and the other kids, like, they see him. It's like, they'll watch my Instagram. They're like, boy, I saw you out here running around. And they just showed him so much love, man. Then he just told me, he was like, man, I'm tired, man. Like last year, he cried like a baby when the Iron Bowl 4 for 31.
Wow.
Man, that was when the change started. And then we go to the SEC championship, they win. He's got an autographed jersey. The player whose jersey comes to talk to him after the game, and he was like, "Daddy, I gotta tell you something." I'm like, "What's up, Cam?" He was like, "You know how you grew up in Georgia, but you're an Auburn fan, but everybody else in our family is Georgia fans, but I'm just an Auburn fan because of you." I'm like,
"Oh, wow."
I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He was like, I may be a little bit more of I'm still an Auburn fan, but I'm just a little more of a Georgia fan. Just a little more. I'm like, bro, you know what? Protect your mental health. Like, right, you know what? I'm a big advocate of mental health. So I'm like, you know what? For right now, do what you got to do. You're 11. And when I was 11, I was a Georgia fan. You know, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh,
Well, you
Look,
were born here, born and raised, so
right.
I can see
Makes
that.
sense.
Georgia and Georgia Tech, man. Really, Georgia football, Georgia Tech basketball growing up. But I came to the Plains and changed my mind. So, you know, hopefully one day the same thing happens to Cam.
I mean, you got a Falcons hat on, Falcons
Yeah.
helmet in the back.
Outcast. You see my Cast boys right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, you know, Atlanta, man.
So what we got to do to get Bill Belichick to come coach with us?
Man, I don't know. I just don't see Bill Belichick like being able to deal with these 17, 18-year-olds telling them I need $500,000 to come play for you.
Yeah.
Look, he looked bothered by adults, so I don't think
Yeah, man. You know, man. And it's just like Bill Belichick recruiting. Like, come on, man, come. Like, you got to think what he's been doing for the past 20 years is telling people, watch you guys in college and say, I will pick you.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see him going out and asking people to pick him. Like Bill Belichick ain't asked somebody to pick him. Like you came up here to come to the Patriot way. You come here,
right?
You know they're not doing a whole lot of recruiting. It's our way or the highway. So
pretty much.
I mean, that man traded Randy Moss. I mean, like this man traded. Like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, bro. Bill Belichick traded grandma. She don't know the plays. You feel me? So
you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if this is the landscape for him. So I mean, man, get Hugh one more year, man. He'll be all right, man. He get a quarterback.
One more year, you're correct. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, he got to win this year. Ain't nobody going for it now. Ain't nobody going next year. You got to win this year. They know they got to win. I think you're gonna see them be very aggressive in the portal because he can feel it too.
Yeah, I thought we had got a quarterback. Maybe I saw wrong. I was trying to look at it on my phone. I thought we had.
Yeah, dude's not. He's young, man. Like he's a guy. Like you don't want to put the future. You don't want to put your job on the line with a true freshman.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you still don't know. And I think the world of Deuce. You know what I'm saying? I think at least bring in some competition, but you don't want to put that. You know what I mean? Like last year, you tried it. Like, all right, I think my offense will work with this guy, and you saw it was the same. You know, so he missed so bad last year, he can't afford to miss again. You need a tried and true presence at quarterback, and I think it's going to uplift the spirits of the team as a whole.
Yeah, especially if you're on the chopping block and you can't afford that.
Can't do that.
Well, since we're talking about quarterbacks, it's got one more little thing really quick. So the quarterback that's going to replace Shador, what's this guy's name?
Juju.
Yeah. Tell me something about Juju. Yeah.
Juju from the Atlanta area, played with the best talent his whole life. The Little League scene in Atlanta is like the baby SEC. These kids are like you go on Instagram, you can see it. But I think on in the program that he played with for a lot of the time, the Atlanta Ducks, I believe in a 3-year span, they sent over 50 to 60 guys to play Division I football. So he used to playing a lot of talent as a true. His first year, 9th grader, went to the state, took Carrollton to the state championship, played against Caleb Downs, had over 500 yards against him as a 14-year-old. So I just think Juju is different. He was the number one guy in his class for years. He actually reclassed. So he's only played 3 years of high school football. Last year, he was a sophomore. He's a senior now. So he's just different. Like the fact that he's going to college right now is amazing. Like kind of doing a little bit of what Ryan Williams is doing. Just think about how amazing that would be to do as a quarterback, and not just a hulking quarterback. I mean, Juju may be 6 feet 6'1", but it's what he has up here and what he can do with his arm. Like his mentally, he's on a different level as far as what I've seen maturity wise, and the way the ball just flies out of his hand. He has what they call pop. The way the ball pops out of your hand. And the ball goes, he knows, and a lot of times he knows where he's going with the ball before the snap. He's a very cerebral player. It reads well, quick release. I mean, there's nothing not to like about Juju, and I think he's one of the, if not the most college-ready quarterbacks in the high school ranks this year. Only people I would probably rank in that category would be Bryce Underwood, the number one quarterback who's going to Michigan, and possibly Keelan Russell. Some people have him number 2. But those are the 3 guys, and I think Julian Lewis is one of them. And I just think he's going to have a great college career. And I think Colorado will bring in a grad transfer quarterback to either maybe play this year or even just to compete. I think you got to bring somebody else in, but I think for sure he's the future of the Colorado Buffaloes.
Okay.
Looking forward to that.
Me too.
Got
Yeah.
anything
Yes.
else?
No, that's it for
Anything
me.
do?
Nah,
Any new
man.
projects?
That's it. Just go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Duke Steve Scoop. Follow my YouTube page at Duke Steve Scoop. I just opened it back up. You'll see a show. I just went live with the pregame network. Just get my subscribers up. I think I'm up to 2,200. I got 200 subscribers today, so please go help that effort. And I've got on Trap Golf clothing.
Oh, I see.
That's for my man
Okay.
Wayne Birch.
Okay.
Wayne O'Drano, who actually from College Park, Georgia, went to Southern University on a golf scholarship. He was actually a pretty good football player too, but went on scholarship to Southern to play golf and wanted to find a way to kind of introduce the Black urban community to golf. And he came out with this line of clothing called Trap Golf. He's been featured on the PGA Tour. He's actually been a caddy on the PGA. Got RA, so shout out to Wayne and shout out to Trap Golf.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna
That's what's
definitely
up. I'm gonna
purchase
have to
that
check that
because I'm
out.
definitely trying to get into golf. So
Absolutely.
that's dope.
Yeah.
And what size sweatshirt you wear so we can get you to wear a double coverage playbook podcast
Right.
sweatshirt.
Extra large, man. Send it to me for sure.
Okay.
Extra
We
large.
got you. We
Get it
got
to
you.
All right.
Well, this concludes tonight's show. So please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel and follow us on all social media platforms at Double Coverage Playbook Podcast.
Yes.
And we out.
We out. Thanks, Dukes.
Thanks,
All right, no
Duke.
problem.